Acrophobia. Acrophobia causes people to feel extremely fearful and anxious about situations that involve being far off the ground, such as climbing a ladder or going to the top of a tall building. Because of the intensity of this fear, people with acrophobia often avoid any situation that involves heights. According to one estimate, acrophobia is a fairly common phobia that affects approximately 6% of the population. Thalassophobia. Thalassophobia is the fear of the ocean or seas. Thalassophobia differs from aquaphobia in that it centers on bodies of water that seem vast, dark, deep, and dangerous. People are not afraid of the water so much as they are afraid of what lurks beneath its surface. People with thalassophobia have a very intense and irrational fear of any deep body of water. Even seeing a photo of the ocean may trigger a panic attack. Astraphobia. Astraphobia is the irrational fear of thunderstorms and lightning. An individual with astraphobia may feel intense anxiety when preparing for a thunderstorm, watch the weather forecast excessively, and have panic attacks during a storm. Nosocomephobia. Nosocomephobia is the fear of hospitals. It is a type of specific phobia that can result in physiological and psychological symptoms when a person goes to the hospital or thinks about going to the hospital. It can also result in avoidance behaviors that stop someone from seeking medical treatment. People with nosocomephobia experience symptoms of anxiety, such as excessive sweating, lightheadedness, rapid breathing, fast heart rate, and nausea when they visit or think about hospitals. Hylophobia. Hylophobia is the fear of trees and forests, often stemming from negative experiences in wooded areas. Not much is known about why this fear develops, but it may be related to difficulties in understanding life experiences. Mysophobia. Mysophobia involves a severe fear of germs and bacteria. It is sometimes referred to as germophobia and can cause people to avoid people or object they think might be contaminated with germs. Emetophobia, a specific phobia of vomiting, is an anxiety disorder in which an individual experiences clinically significant levels of anxiety or fear related to the possibility of vomiting, or being around others who may vomit. It is associated with typical symptoms seen in other phobias, such as hypervigilance to threat, avoidance behaviors, and physical arousal. Aerophobia. Aerophobia is an extreme fear of flying. People with aerophobia might feel intense anxiety before or during a flight. Aerophobia is most common in people between the ages of 17 and 34. Autophobia. Autophobia is the fear of loneliness, which can manifest even when surrounded by others. Individuals with autophobia struggle to handle life challenges alone. Entomophobia. Entomophobia is a fear of insects. People with this specific phobia feel anxious when they think about or see an insect. Many people with insect phobia have had traumatic experiences with insects. You can overcome a phobia of insects with several therapy options, including exposure therapy, cognitive behavioral therapy, and hypnotherapy. Anthophobia. The extreme and often irrational fear of flowers is called anthophobia. The word anthophobia is a combination of two Greek words, namely anthos, meaning flowers, and phobos, meaning fear or deep aversion. Often, the excessive fear of flowers is confused with the fear of nature. However, anthophobia is different in that the sufferer is mainly only afraid of flowers and not of trees or plants. Trypanophobia. Trypanophobia is the fear of needles. Can lead individuals to avoid necessary medical procedures. This fear is increasing rapidly among children and adults. Hodophobia. Hodophobia is the irrational fear of travel, often causing extreme anxiety or panic attacks when away from home. Agoraphobia. Agoraphobia is the fear of being in situations where escape might be difficult or help is unavailable, often leading to avoidance of places like open spaces, public transportation, or crowded areas. This fear can severely impact daily functioning and quality of life.